with the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's how we do, D.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Foles. They'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Fournette, a first down carry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely no way.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 26, and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Mike, ready?
They'll toss it to Fournette. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 24 yards. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Williams. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check check. Check 99. Check 99. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check 4. Check 4.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's got room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. 49. Check 49.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams.
Check 9. Check 9.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes eluding and a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. On 4th down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
On the run, it's Fournette. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now back to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends, because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And it's fielded at the 34. A very good return that time. 18 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Tempo. Check 53. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Foles going to come up now, 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Lambeau is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This fielded at the 2. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
180. Check 56. Run. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Kill.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. Fournette, 1st down, still going. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's loose again. Touchdown, Chiefs.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. The extra point up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Second and 4. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Entering, pause screen, resume. Entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game, cancel.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. What we got? What we got? Tighten up. Here we go.
Back to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Pushing through the contact. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Mike Bobo, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the kick by Butker is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And you know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played the responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
On 2nd and 11 now. Foles. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
17 yards.
Check. Lucky.
Kansas City.
66. Bullet hot. Yellow. Under 10. 10. Check safety. Check 50. Check 50.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw. And an alley to run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Miles Jack with a sack. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy.